If you're new to my YouTube channel, please click that subscribe button and remember to click the bell icon to get notifications of all my uploads throughout the week. It's Monday, the 28th of May, and it's just approaching 9 a.m. Ian's gone off for his last day at the Steampunk show in Doncaster. Because it's a public holiday today. Come, out you go then. Because it's a public holiday today, it's starting later, so they're not opening the doors until 11 this morning, which means that is not set off until later, which means that we're starting the day later. Didn't get out of bed until 8 a.m. So he left just after 8:30, and I've just jumped in the shower, hence the wet hair, and I've just got dressed. I haven't taken Mr. B out for his morning WALK just yet, so he's banging about and sulking. He's just literally gone outside to have an explore in the garden because we've not gone out for a WLK yet. So I'm just about to get ready to take him out. So I've got a full day again, so I'm going to be putting the finishing touches to a couple of journals that I've been making this weekend. I've got another one to construct and finish today because the plan was over the bank holiday weekend I wanted to get 3 done and completely finished, which is, and I'm on target, so I'm happy. Also, yesterday, I didn't notice, but yesterday I clicked over 15,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So thank you to everybody who subscribed recently and historically as well. So thank you all for subscribing and sticking with me. It really does mean a lot because obviously the more subscribers, the more people that view the videos, the more that my business builds. And that's the way it works. Because my YouTube channel and my Facebook is how I promote my business, my services, and also my creativity. That's how it's all funded. So there you go. So I'm going to get ready and take Mr. B out, and then I will get cracking on the next journal. So we're out on our walk. It's not a very nice day today. Look at that sky. Cloudy and overcast, but still muggy and warm. So at least it's dry. That's the main thing. Now where are you going? Wait there. Come on, safari dog. So it's just gone 10 a.m. and we've just got back off our WALK. I've just put his breakfast down for him and he just looked at me as if to say, "What the hell is that?" You needn't start getting picky. That's it. Good lad. You eat your breakfast because you're not getting anything else. So people say to me all the time, it must be great to work from home all the time. And I say, is it? Go get in. Because you're constantly being interrupted while you're trying to work by people wanting to play catch and fetch. What? See? Told you. Sit. Sit. Give me 5. Thank you. It's Tuesday afternoon, just gone 3:30. We've just taken Mr. Bentley for a quick walk. Don't stand there gubbing. I mean, I say hello. Just take Mr. Bentley for a quick walk up to the post office because Ian needed to get some stuff sent off. Don't stand there playing with your pole in the kitchen.
It's really dirty, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not at all.
This is a walking stick I'm working on.
A dandy cane.
A dandy cane, not a candy cane, but a dandy cane. And it's a very good idea. I've sold a lot of what you suggested.
Yes, my idea, and he's got a lot of pre-orders for them, haven't you?
Yeah, 16 of them.
Yes, so you're just currently doing the prototype.
I am, I know it's going to work.
Yes, it's sold 16 of these just on the idea alone. Crazy, at £65 each, never mind.
I shall share it all with you when it's finished.
Not the money.
No, of course not showing the money.
The design.
The design. Show them the design.
Yes. So now it's time to maybe start thinking about dinner.
Yeah.
We had a big lunch, so we're just going to have something small and snacky. So, because I'm not hungry.
Plus we have jam donuts.
We've got chocolate eclairs.
And chocolate eclairs.
No, chocolate eclairs tonight, jam donuts tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Diet. Don't have to tell me. Ian's bought me some roses. How romantic. It's just gone 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning, the 30th of May. Almost right at the very end of the month. I'm just editing the footage from last week's vlog, ready for it to go up onto YouTube this evening. Ian's out, he's taken the car down to the garage for a service today. So he's dropped the car off and he's going for a walk around the town centre because there's no point in coming all the way back home again in a taxi or catching the bus to go all the way back down again in about an hour's time or 2 hours time, however long it is. So he's going to spend the time having a walk around town, which is something I've not done for absolutely years. It's Wednesday afternoon, 3 o'clock.
It's not at 2 minutes to 3.
Are you splitting hairs?
I'm not meant to split, really.
Honestly. We're all on our way to see Grandma and Grandad today. So, Mr. Bentley's in the back. There you go. Say hello, Mr. Bentley.
He's thinking about it.
He's thinking about it, yes. So we're all going. We're not staying over tonight. We're just going over. Ian's dropping off one of his steampunk machines to one of his customers. Then we're going to Mum and Dad's. We'll have something to eat, take Mum shopping. Granddad's going to puppy sit while we go shopping. And then we're coming back later on this evening. So that'll be fun. Let me put some music back on now.
Okay.
I'll never hear from that distance. I'll put subtitles at the bottom. Devil dog. It's Thursday. We've just had lunch and I've lost a day somewhere. I'm convinced it's Friday. It's bizarre. Anyway, I've spent the morning experimenting and building or creating a traveller's notebook sized journal, which I'm going to film and do a flip through of in a moment. This is the first time I've made one of these. Sorry, just try and hold it steady. It's the first time I've made one of these, so this is kind of like an experimental prototype because somebody's actually asked me to make them one, and I didn't want to start doing that without having practiced first and worked out the nuances of the distance for the eye holes and that kind of thing, and the lengths of cord and elastic and all that kind of thing. So that's what I've been doing this morning. So I've created this faux Midori hard-backed traveller's notebook. There's 120 pages in there as well that I've cut down to fit. So I'm going to film a flip through of that this afternoon. But in the meantime, Ian's almost finished one of his new machines and he just wants me to have a look at it because this is the one that I suggested to him a while ago. So he's done his prototype for this. So it's a day of prototypes today. So this is Ian's prototype. This is the dandy cane, not a candy cane, a dandy cane. So it's got obviously the flashing cabochon on top, which is interchangeable.
Yes, you unscrew, and there are lots and lots of different coloured ones to change it to.
So that's interchangeable, and you've got 5 or 6 different colours of
yeah,
cabochon that we can buy. So big. This is where all the electronics and stuff is housed, and then you have the full cane down at the bottom.
It will have a copper
end stop on it.
You need to measure it and cut it first.
Yeah, so that's what we've got to do next. That's what he's brought it in for, so we can measure it to the right
Feels
height.
nice though.
Yeah, so let me just see if I can try and get you...
You want to turn the light off?
Yes, I'll turn the light off so you can see the light better. So there you go. The dandy cane.
Tally ho.
And of course, Ian in his dungarees.
Yes, my best dungarees.
What a Bobby Dazzler. It's Thursday evening, 6:45. I'm still convinced it's Friday. My brain just keeps telling me it's Friday, but it's not. Anyway, Ian's going to be away all weekend. He's leaving tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. to go to Morecambe, which is the splendid day out steampunk festival that I normally go to with him. But I'm not going this year because Mr. Bentley, and we can't really ask Mum and Dad to come over and look after Bentley when Dad's just, been poorly. So I'm going to stay at home this year, or at least for the June one anyway. So Ian's going on his own, but he's going tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So I'm just nipping down to the supermarket to get some, make sure we've got plenty of bits and pieces in, plenty of food in, so we don't run out of anything. So all the essentials and a few luxuries too, because it's just going to be me and Mr. Bentley. So why not pamper ourselves while Ian's not here? Don't tell him though. It's a few minutes before 9 a.m. on Friday, the 1st of June, the start of a brand new month. And I'm just nipping down to the post office to get some website orders out before Ian sets off for his trip to a splendid day out in Morecambe. He's leaving at 10 a.m. So I wanted to get my post all done and dusted and sorted so that I don't have to worry about it for the weekend, because he's not coming back again until Sunday or Sunday evening, and I'm not going to have access to a car. So once it's done and I can forget about it, breathe easy and not have to worry. I'm just hoping that there's going to be some spaces outside the post office this early in the morning. You gonna say goodbye to Daddy? Eh? Oh, you gonna say goodbye to Daddy? You're gonna try and climb on my knee. It's that way, look. There. Yeah, you're gonna sulk now. You're gonna sulk now Daddy's gone. Yeah, he's sulking now. He's sulking. Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. It's raining. I put off coming out earlier because I thought it'd stop, but it hasn't. So we're braving the weather. Still raining. Doesn't bother him at all. Mind you, he's wearing a coat. So we're back from our walk and I didn't get too particular wet. It's just a light drizzle, so coat's a bit damp, hair's a bit damp, but apart from that, we're fine. Didn't really want to spend that much more time out there. So it's having his breakfast now, as you've just seen. And I'm going to get cracking on tonight's mission inspiration. So I'm going up into the craft room and he probably will now fall back asleep again. It's 10 to 11 on Saturday morning and I've just filmed my mission inspiration page for the month of June. So these are the prompts that have been set by my friend Gina Errands. They're the prompts. So all I've got to do now is to grab the video from the camera and transfer it over. So I'm now going to spend the next hour or so editing that, ready for it to go live at 6 p.m. this evening. So I've actually got it done in a lot quicker time than I thought I was going to today. So I'm happy about that, which means once I've got that sorted and edited and got it uploading, I can go have some lunch and then I can spend the rest of my Saturday afternoon creating some more journals. Brilliant stuff. What? What are you doing up there? Yeah, what are you doing up there? What do you want? What do you want? It's what? It's what? Tell me. What? What? Oh, is it? Oh, is it that time in the morning, is it? Well, you need your collar on, don't you? It's 8:30 on Sunday morning. There's not a lot of people about, but sun's out. The sky's almost blue. I say almost. There's a few clouds up there. Not many though. So we thought we'd come out a bit early for our walk this morning. So it's now about 5:25 on Sunday afternoon, and Ian's just phoned me to let me know that he's set off and he's on his way back home from his steampunk event. Apparently he's had a very, very good weekend. He's very, very happy, so he's a bit bouncy, full of himself. And I'm up in the craft room because Mr. Bentley, you just heard him run downstairs. Mr. Bentley is a little bit restless because he knows his dad's on his way home. So he keeps running to the window every time he hears a car. He's obviously missing him. But anyway, and I'm going through some bits and pieces. I've been tidying up some Happy Mail today. And I've just rediscovered, if you like, a piece of fabric that was sent to me in Happy Mail from Bet Jacob. And it's a piece of this beautiful sunflower fabric. Now, whether this is just a coincidence or whether Bet knows that sunflowers are my most favourite flower, I don't know. So I don't know whether Bet knew that, and that's the reason why she sent me the fabric. There was actually one big piece, but I've cut this down. I think it was a fat quarter, and I've cut this down to an appropriate size because sunflowers are my favourite flower. I think I'm going to create a sunflower themed journal. So probably for me, but because there's enough to actually make two, I may make one for me and one to sell on my website, and it will be just sunflowers. So all the pages will be sunflower themed, whether they're plain papers, lined papers or grid papers or whatever. There'll be some kind of sunflower theme throughout the entire of the journal. But I've also got some small money envelopes, these Pucker Post money envelopes. I don't know whether these are just a British thing, but they're really, really small, and they only measure, let's see if we can do this in old money, about 2.5 inches by about 4 inches. So they're not very big, but I think these would be ideal. Now, I put these into the journals that I create as little tuck pockets. I put little tags inside them normally, but I also think that these would look really nice, made up to look like little vintage seed packets. So I'm going to explore that little possibility today and maybe over the next few days as well, once I've got the covers made for this sunflower journal. So that's me for Sunday. Like I said, Ian's on his way home. Mr. Bentley's waiting for him. So that's kind of like the end of the week. So we've started a new month. We've already had the Mission Inspiration. So it's literally going to be a case now for me to just draw this week's vlog to a close and say thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. But don't forget to also hit that bell icon, because without that, you won't get notifications of any of my uploads throughout the following weeks. So that's it for me. I'll see you all again real soon. Bye for now. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels without whose generosity and support these videos would not be possible. Thank you.